I say, whoa, I am my father's son. Let that fuse and run. Whoa, let that fuse and run. Went off to college, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. Bang out the buzzword, teaching that blind man to sing. You might get the best of him, but you'll never fool me. Now, sweet talk to beanstalk, tell Jack to go and fetch your bank. Try that in upstate, boy, it's a different kind of scene. Went off to college, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. I said, whoa, light that fuse and run. I say, whoa, I am my father's son. Let that fuse and run. Whoa, let that fuse and run.
What is up, 24/7 Buff Pandemonium? It's Tuesday. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for the K-Gun Report. That's right. Myself and the Reed brothers have tons of Bills news and takes and jokes and great times ahead for sure. We're going to go over that huge win from last weekend against the Commanders, and we're going to look forward definitely into this huge AFC East matchup. The Dolphins coming to town. I just can't wait. We're going to hit this intro, and we're going to get all into it. Here we are, and here it is. Tuesday, boys. It's the K-Gun. Where else would you rather be? Am I right? I'm right.
Been right here and right now, man. I tell you.
My name is Swank, and I am the host here of this here show. And with me is these two twin boys, and right to my south, right down yonder, is one of them said twins, and his name is Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Tell him what's up.
My name's Jerry. Jarrod, whatever way you want to say it.
Are those aliases?
Yep, all my aliases. Nice. You know, representing Cuca, Seneca, and Canandaigua Lake with the FLX Mafia. Swank, I love your shirt. I'm representing 24/7 Buff Pandemonium today, man, with the Reds. Let's talk Bills football. This is a great week.
Ooh, it is indeed. I like it. I like that. Did you hear how confident your brother sounded right there? Boom, right there. Mm-hmm. I'm Jerry, Jarrod. Right over here.
Sounds like they dropped a little bit, Swank.
Huh?
Sounds like they dropped a little bit.
Oh, they dropped a little. I got you. That's brother on brother crime. Right next to me is my brother from another mother, Mr. Scooter Magooter. What is up, Scott?
What's up, Bills Mafia? What's up, Swank and Jarrod?
What's up?
I'll tell you real quick. Out of all the games we play, all 17, Bills versus Miami is the one that I get the most excited about every year. I'm pumped. This is a big week. Such a big week in week 4. It's crazy. Can't wait to get talking with you boys. Let's do it.
I had to take a swig. Let's do it. Indeed. In the comments, we got Gregory. What is up, Gregory? He says, go Bills. We got our boy Rob Mullen, content creator over at 247buffpandemonium.com. Go check out the cover 2. He just did an all 22 on last week's game. Oh my goodness, it's great. Go hit it up. We got Adam saying, woo, let's go Bills. Big game coming up. That is right. We got Cookie. What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy?
Josh.
We got John Johns. Loves my Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. We got Mike V. What's up, Bavia? All caps. I love it. We got Doug saying, let's go Mafia, loud and proud. Hell yeah. Well, loud and proud, he said, but he meant proud. I know he meant proud. we got Chris Christian. Hey, let's go Buffalo. Hell yeah. We got Patrick Hughes. What is up, my dog? We got Mike V. It's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Well, it's would you rather be than right here, right now? Damn straight, buddy. We got Keely. What's up, Keely? We got Lou RQ. Man, Lou RQ. And just like, I just love saying his screen name. FLX Mafia. That's right, buddy. We got Paul Rossi, F. Tua, and his kindergarten coach. Hope we hurt them both after hanging 70 last week. Yeah, I said it. Well, you know what, man? Sure, I'll give it to you.
I'm over the track. Yeah, I said it. What you need to do is get back.
We'll hit it right off the top with a yeah, I said it. That yeah, I said it is brought to you by 26shirts.com, a sponsor of the K-Gun Report. Right up here. Go on over to 26 Shirts and give them all of your money. They got great tees, limited one-offs. You'll never get them again. Super exclusive, and all the money goes to, well, proceeds go to a charity of their choosing. It's really great. Every shirt's got a charity connected to it. And next week we have a special guest. Who's that going to be, Jerry?
Mr. Del Reed himself
will
be joining us. Oh yeah.
The father of Bill's Mafia, the Don himself.
The father of the Mafia.
So, yeah, we're really excited about that. Go over to 26 Shirts, hook it up. It's a great time. Let's see. We got Lonnie Cook. What's up, Lonnie? We got Dr. Bruce. It's Squish the Fish week. Go Bills. I love that, man. That's like a throwback to when the rival was relevant, and now it's relevant again. Squish the Fish. Hell yeah, Dr. Bruce. You can also catch Dr. Bruce on 24/7 Buff Pandemonium for the injury report every week. We got Chris Christian, Squish the Fish. Hell yeah. Let's see. Paul Rossi, Bills Mafia owned more than half of FedEx Field last week. So impressive. Yeah, did you guys see the takeover?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Paul Rossi was there to be a part of it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Insane. We got Uncle James. Can't wait for the game. Yeah, all right. Nice. Mike V wants to know when we're getting a Yeah, I Said It shirt. I'll put it up on the bonfire, man. We put up some hats over the weekend there. You can get yourself a 24/7 Buff Pandemonium hat or an FLX Mafia hat. Go on over there. And then we got a code, don't we? Don't we have a discount code for that?
Yeah, K-Gun Report.
Mm-hmm.
K-Gun Report.
You type in K-Gun Report at our bonfire site. You can just go to our website and click shop. If you go there and you write K-Gun Report, you get yourself 5% off just because we love you.
Yep.
Oh, we got Kevin. Hey, boys, go Bills. Maim the mammals. What's up, Kevin? We got Paulette. Hi, fellas. Let's go Buffalo. John's. Time to hand the Fish their first loss. I agree. I thought I was going to feel a lot different coming into this game, but I can't wait to get to that one. I can't wait to talk about this win. You guys are killing it in the comments already. We got great viewership, but there's some business that we have to attend to first. What went down last week on the show, Scooter?
Last week we had you leave a comment during the live stream. We're going to give away an Ed Oliver jersey. And guys, what better jersey to give away than like the hottest defensive lineman, I think, in the NFL? He's living up to his contract, taking up double teams.
Cutest, you mean? Or
the hot? What'd I say?
You said the hottest.
Smoke. The hottest, cutest. He's a handsome gentleman. But man, that's a hot jersey. Our friend Paul Rossi, been a friend of the show since we started, been a fan of the page. He's donating this for this, and actually we traded. He got a Russo, something like this. This is future, guys.
Oh yeah.
Paul Rossi received one of these in a trade for the Ed Oliver jersey. So we're going to give away that Ed Oliver tonight. We're going to spin that wheel to see who wins. And then come military month, we're going to be giving away this Russo helmet. Thanks, Paul. Man, we love you.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. There we go. Wheel of Destiny, Wheel of Defeat, Wheel of Death, some people call it. Wheel of Lonnie, a lot of people call it.
Lonnie's Wheel.
Lonnie's Wheel, yeah. I don't know how many. 34. We have 34 entries from last week. So thank you guys so much for leaving them comments. We're going to give them a little spinnerooski, and here we go.
Wheel. Pew, pew, pew.
It's going around and around. And here we go. Uh-oh. Her boy Micah got a pick. Lisa Johns, you won the Ed Oliver signed jersey, and damn it, if I'm not just so happy for you. That's awesome.
Mhm.
The Johns,
Congratulations.
yeah, they've been a huge supporter of the show for a long time as well. And man, it's great doing these because I'm just happy because it's somebody we know in the comments that
Yeah.
gets something cool. So that's awesome.
That's
Congratulations, Lisa. Send us over your info and we'll mail her your way for sure.
Oh yeah, congratulations, guys. Awesome.
Let's see.
Love doing that for you guys.
Hell yeah. Paul Rossi says, Endless Mountain Derelict CD got me home from the drive back from Commanders game. Thanks, Swank. Hey, man. You're welcome, dude. Thank you.
Plug
That's a
yourself,
nice CD,
Swank.
isn't it?
That's an awesome CD. Give yourself a little rant there.
Oh, okay. A rant? I'll tell you what.
See, why don't you just sing us a song right now? You got your guitar right there.
I just what if that was like the setup where I was like, well, yeah, no. So my band, the Endless Mountain Derelicts, we just released it's our third EP, second full band EP. I did an acoustic one first. It's called Good Goddamn. It's got a picture of my truck, my 77 Ford on the front of it. It says Endless Mountain Derelicts on it. But it's getting really great reviews. We've just peaked up over 170 monthly listeners on Spotify. Before the album went out, we were right around 40. So we've been getting some really good feedback. We can playlist it a lot. Go check it out. You can go to theendlessmountainderelicts.com or Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. If you're interested in a CD, hit me up. They're $5. I'll mail it to you. I don't care. Also, we're getting 100 12-inch records pressed. I did a pre-sale thing for that, and a good amount of them are claimed, but we'll have some left over to sell. So if any of you guys are vinyl heads and are interested in that, just hit me up. And thanks for all of you that have already supported. I know a lot of you have, and I really appreciate it. We're actually getting ready to...
Congratulations, buddy. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
man. Thank you.
You're doing a great job.
You guys are so nice. I see it now, Jerry. I see the thumb now. What is that about?
I don't know.
Every time he puts his thumb up. Oh, if that's weird. Jared, stop doing that.
Does it work for all of us?
Socks underneath the bed.
Does it work for us?
No, it might be something you just have to drop in the
settings.
Weird.
Yeah. He acts like he doesn't know, but I
bet you he knows. He just like to do that little bobbing thumbs up motion that we're gonna have a talk about later, mister. John says far out, congrats. Hell yeah. Bernard, have a day. Lisa, thank you. You're welcome, Lisa. We love you so much. Doug, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Lou, thank you. This is great, man. This is great.
Yeah, Frank's coming up. Frank Mullen.
Frank says that's way too fast, Jerry.
Yeah, pace yourself, Jared. Pace yourself. Give yourself blisters.
Let's see. Need to make a fish fry on Sunday. Way to go, Lisa. Yeah, hell yeah. The beautiful Ellen Lartz and the beautiful Ellen Reed. I got you this time, Al, if you're out there. Hell yeah. All right, guys, listen. Something happened this weekend. All right, this last weekend. And it was domination. Complete domination. I am so pleased with the way that stuff worked. I'm very glad that it didn't go the way my score prediction said it was going to go. I was in like the high 20s and the low teens for them. High 20s us, low teens for them. You and RT and Jerry actually were way closer than I was on my score prediction for this. So congrats on that. But let's get into the meat of this game. Defense, absolutely dominant. Sean McDermott called an amazing game. Ken Dorsey, offense, did exactly what we wanted him to do, played a nice balance game. There are not a whole lot of things to complain about as far as I can see. Scooter Magooter, give me your take on this defensive performance from the Buffalo Bills this last weekend.
I love to see this McDermott defense in full tilt. I definitely love to see it. But I'm gonna focus on Terrell Bernard, guys. Not only was this guy in the right spot at the right time, that has nothing to do with luck, I don't believe. I think this guy, he came from Oregon. He was known to be a pretty a smart defensive linebacker. That's why he was drafted the way he was, highly touted. linebacker. And guys, he was in the right spot, right time, making the right reads. And not only was he on the edge and dropping back in the coverage, but he was tackling the running backs within 0.5 yards of the line of scrimmage. I mean, skill set, Tremaine Edmonds, Bernard. I'm not going to compare them because I think Edmonds was in the wrong scheme. I think that's why they kept Bernard and got rid of Edmonds. What a beautiful thing. Bernard he's very trivial, and the guy is on top of his game right now. And the fact that defensive line is doing what they're doing, Ed Oliver is a stud right now. He's earning his contract. Remember last year, guys, I said a lot of times Ed Oliver did well when someone else was taking the bulk of the blocks for him. He's doing the exact opposite. He is making other players better rather than other players making him better. And I love to see it. It's a defensive scheme from McDermott that's allowing that. And wow, it's just an impressive defensive complete game. They gave up a field goal. They went for it because they didn't want to get shut out. It was a beautiful thing to see.
100%. Bernard absolutely showed out, had the game of his career, possibly. If this is just like a peek into what's to come, I was just looking on Twitter. I saw a comparison of Bernard's career stats and Tremaine Edmonds, and there is not that much of a difference. And Bernard's played like 5 games, so it's like very, 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 very hopeful, very, very, very good. And I think, his style of play, we need 2 athletic linebackers, especially going into where we're going this weekend with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh.
Jerry, you awake? You okay? You good?
Yeah, my eyes are watering.
No.
Defense looks so good.
What do you got? What do you got on this defense, buddy?
Terrell Bernard didn't even play in the preseason.
Yeah.
And he's doing this. So that's kudos to McDermott and recognizing that talent. But that defensive line was all over the place. The blitzes were perfectly timed, I feel. And it just dawned on me a little bit. I think we're seeing a combination of a Frazier defense and McDermott defense. And I know McDermott had a lot to say of what's going on. But I saw a lot of people saying that the Bills game was closer than what the score says. So if you're looking at Frazier's defense and McDermott's defense, Frazier was you're going to drive on us and you're going to run lots of plays, and then we're going to make you make a mistake. The more plays you have, the more chance you're going to make a mistake. And they get down their 30-yard line, and then they made a mistake. Some drives, the Bills defense blitzed and stopped them. And then the next drive, they drive down and then made a mistake. I love that combination. That Bills game wasn't closer than what the score says. So everybody out there saying that, it's ridiculous. They scored on almost every drive. Tyler Bass is a beast.
Yep.
And, I just love that the defense played out. Like you mentioned earlier, Swank, Micah Hyde got his taste with the ball in the last 2 years. I think it's his first interception. Trey White got his interception. It was perfect coverage. And just that linebacker play. I know you wanted Milano to get one that keep that streak, but
hey, I'm good with it.
I'll give you credit for that one.
Bernard's starting a new streak. He got 2 in a row now too. So hey, he could
look great.
He could keep that streak going. He can keep his sack streak going. He can keep his fumble recovery streak going. He can keep his pressures going. Yeah, I mean, I'm just completely blown away. If he does not get AFC Defensive Player of the Week this week, I will revolt and rebel, and there'll be chaos in the streets, man. Kid is just played out of his mind, super humble. I've seen a ton of comments. Edmonds, I mean, Mark Maddox had a conversation with us about, I was saying something along the lines of, is it wrong to be excited that he's left just because was he holding that position back because he was so good in certain aspects, but we didn't know what we were missing? This is the kind of linebacker play that we were missing, and he's on a sinking ship in Chicago, and he got his money, and we're happy for him. I'm glad he was a Bill. There's no ill will. I'm just very, very excited for what this defense could be with Milano and Bernard back there.
They were making reference to Luke Kuechly and Andre Davis from the Carolina Panthers this week. And if you want to see 2 linebackers that just wreaked havoc in the McDermott type of defense, go watch them play in a couple highlights. And you can only hope that Milano and Bernard are like that, because they were awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's not just focus on Bernard, even though great day. There was a lot of Bills getting after it. Boy, I mean, we got Lisa's boy Micah getting his first pick in 2 seasons. We got Tre'Davious White getting his first pick in as many, if not more, seasons. We've got, Terrell Bernard, he got one. How about my boy AJ Epinesa, not just getting his first pick, but a pick 6. And I could watch that play of him picking that ball and shoving Sam Howell out of the way like he's a little bitch. Like, I could watch it all day long. It was such a great play. And I mean,
you know how high IQ that play was? That play was such
insane.
a football IQ play. It was crazy.
It reminded me, no BS here. There was a play that I saw of Bruce Smith tipped a ball and tipped it to himself while he was falling and intercepted it. Do you guys remember this? Like, this was like an edge line play. I can't remember. I want to say it was Boomer. It might have been, but
I was gonna say, I think it was against the Bengals.
Yeah, and I think he went back and he threw it, and Bruce got a hand on it, and then while he was falling, he tipped it to himself, and he caught it for a pick. And I just remember thinking, like, that is a big old defensive end doing that. Now, AJ Epinesa, he's not a big old defensive end, but he is a fast, athletic defensive end, and he proved all of that. I was so stoked. Everybody got in on it, you know. You had Floyd back there, at Oliver, just playing out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, worth every dime. Did anybody think you'd be hearing somebody say that when he signed that contract and everybody was like, what? Why do we do that? What's going on?
Fans have to admit they wanted that money to be spent on Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah. And boy, am I glad. How much money are we saving with Terrell Bernard?
I know. Yep.
Second year contract. What round pick was he? Third?
Yeah, third.
Yeah,
from Oregon.
Yeah. Well, because I'll tell you, it's because I saw the Kyle Brandt video, because when he had that huge day, Kyle Brandt reposted, like, because he's the one that announced that pick when he had the chicken wing in his vest or in his jacket and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third round pick, 2022.
Yep. But yeah, so I mean, everybody got in on it. You know, who am I missing?
You're missing the 4 different defensive linemen that had two double more than 1 sack. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
you're not missing
9
much.
sacks, 9 sacks, pressures. They held Sam Howell to a 44, I think, QBR.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was just impressive all around. And guys, it wasn't just like, the reason why it was so spread out is because everyone knows their assignment. This is what I love about the AJ Epinesas and the Eddie Olivers, these draft picks that we were all like, oh, they need to do something. Now that McDermott's calling this defense, I mean, they knew their role before, but they got to understand, if you play AJ, drop back and cover the running back over here. Okay, I'll do my job. He did his job, and he got a pick 6 out of it. Mm-hmm. All that's going to do is energize these guys and get these guys more motivated to this coordinator that came from Carolina, and this now our head coach is now calling the defense, knows what he's talking about. He's setting us up for success. Mark Maddox always says coaches need to set these athletes up for success, and McDermott's doing a great job already. And these turnovers and these sacks are only going to fuel these guys more.
Oh yeah. Well, Epinesa said it in the presser afterwards. He said, you know, watching Terrell make plays, watching all these dudes make plays, all it does is juice everybody up on that defense. The defense just wants to thrive off of all that. Every play is an opportunity to make a play. And when somebody does, they get rolling, they get hyped. He said, did you catch that thing he was saying about Jordan Poyer? And it might have been Terrell Bernard. I think it's Poyer and Bernard in the beginning, before they even hit the field. They're running at each other full steam, like hitting each other, like pregame, before they even come out on the field. They're doing that to hype each other up. And he's like, I'm seeing that and I'm getting hyped on that. So just imagine how hyped I got when I started seeing all these plays being made in the game. Like, you know, it's just like, oh, gets me all goosebumpy, man.
You know, it's crazy. All this stuff is happening without who?
Von Miller, my man.
Mm-hmm. It gives you goosebumps to think about.
So if Von Miller is only 80%, are you keeping him out for 4 more weeks?
Not 4 more weeks. I mean,
if the Bills win this weekend,
no, I don't think so. I think you get him in when he's ready to go. I don't think you're going to be able to keep him out.
Right.
I mean, as nice of a guy as he is, he's going to get pissed off if he felt like he was good to go week 1 and you kept him out 4. And then you don't let him come and start eating. I mean, he's got to be going out of his damn mind on the sideline watching all these guys eat.
He's gonna be like, "You got any more of them quarterback sacks?"
Especially at the beginning of the season, I had him leading the way with sacks, and all these guys are piling him on, so he better get in there quick.
Hell
Still
yeah.
could.
Yeah, he ain't waiting. He ain't waiting.
Rob Mullen says the other factor in the pressure Howell faced is the interior play by Ed Oliver. He is splitting the double teams, freeing up Jones, Phillips, and Settle, while also creating one of the matchups for Floyd and Rousseau. One-on-one matchups for Floyd and Rousseau. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's our boy Rob Mullen. You can check out his in-depth all 22 over on 24/7 buffpandemonium.com. Yeah, man, amazing. So lucky to have you, my brother. Patrick Hughes says, I can't wait to see Von Miller back with Floyd, Oliver, Rousseau, and Epinesa. It's insane. I'll tell you what, man. Shaq was in the rotation heavy on Sunday too, and you might not have seen his name, but he was in on all of those plays, man. He was back there, number 90, right in the backfield every time. Let's see. Epinesa pick had me stoked. Hell yeah. Defense looked amazing. Brown, Torrance held up good against that. Yes. We'll get into this offense here in a minute, but I wanted to give the defense its due, man. That was there. I mean, all around, great day. But like, Jesus, that defense. There's a point I want to make about that pass rush and the sack stat when we get into the Miami game. But God, you can't say enough. They got robbed of a shutout. The second team defense was in there, and they got robbed of a shutout because no team wants their team to lose with a big old goose egg. So, whatever. But God, lights out. Hope we see it again this week, right? Let's move on to the offense. And Jerry, I'm going to start with you. We did another methodical marching down the field, executing a couple plays I wish that they had back. I didn't like a couple little calls, but again, cannot complain about the day that the offense had yesterday. And I have a feeling that I know who you're probably going to reference in this, but please tell me, what was your take on the Bills offense on Sunday?
No, it was a pretty good offense and offensive scheme, offensive plan. I think if you go back and watch the game, this high-powered defensive line did not get to Josh Allen once. I think 0 sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
So that's pretty damn amazing. I think they shared the ball well. They split it up left and right. Gabe Davis got his one catch for a touchdown, and I absolutely loved it. Stephon Diggs, again, high targets, high catches. I think it's almost like he had a quiet day, because
8 catches for 100 yards.
Quiet 100-yard game. But nope, I think I loved watching the running game again. They were efficient. Allen, when you don't run one week and you start running the next week, he had 45 yards on like 3 carries. So everything was just clicking. And the foreshadow what's going to Miami, I think that's going to be key is a long, methodical driving to keep the other team off the field is what's going to be the Bills' success. And again, Tyler Bass, 3 for 3, 54 yards was his longest. We did have one punt, Kevin. It was for 70 yards. But no, it was a beautiful offensive game. And those 3 field goals could have turned into points, but or 7, but I'll take it. It was beautiful.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, I would have loved to see them cash in on a couple more touchdowns as opposed to field goals. But, I mean, winning the way we won, it didn't hurt us this game. I can see in the future not finishing and putting it in the end zone. In the very near future, I can see that being a problem. But to me, if you come off the field with points, I got nothing to complain about. So Scooter, what do you got?
I'm gonna clap out loud for a second. I had to put it on mute because it's pretty loud.
That kind of took away the whole effect of clapping.
Connor McGovern and Osiris Torrance.
Yeah.
My X factor was the trenches, and we obviously talked about the defense, and we know what they provided for this for our team this week. But those guys, they weren't just double teaming these stout defensive tackles that the Washington Commanders have. There's a lot of highlights showing one-on-one matchups where they are stone colding these guys, straight up holding their own one-on-one. And that's why Josh wasn't touched. And that's why the run game became effective later in the game. These guys did an amazing job. What a free agency pickup and a rookie pickup to make this offensive line better. I have to applaud those guys. That was an amazing matchup considering who they played the previous 2 weeks in top 5 defensive linemen. These guys are kicking ass right now and taking names, and I have to applaud them. I'm not gonna talk about Josh Allen and all them. I just wanted to give full credit to those guys because the reason we're successful on offense right now is because that offense is for real, and we should be excited about it for sure.
Hell yeah. That was my X factor on Sunday sessions, by the by. Osiris Torrance and Spencer Brown, that whole O-line play. But really, I'm just so stoked that they kept it up from last week into this week. It was great. I literally think in the last 3 weeks they've faced 5 of the best defensive linemen in the league. Is that fair to say? I would have went 6, but 5. And now you're going into Buffalo to play Miami right now, and you got Chubb, which he's a good player. Anybody else on that line, I'm not really that worried about. Not any more worried about than I was those other 5 guys, that Spencer Brown and Osiris Torrance and Mitch Morse and all the gang just completely washed. And it didn't matter. Clay Young didn't matter. None of them. It doesn't matter. So putting that nice pocket in there and seeing Josh sit there and not over scramble, not bounce out too early to take his it was great. He took what the defense gave him. It was methodical. And Jerry, I agree with you. That was going to be one of my points too here, coming up, a little foreshadowing that's going to be a key to this weekend. So other than that, James Cook almost another 100 yards. Beautiful. You had Murray getting in there again. That was beautiful. Gabe Davis, a couple nice catches. Stephon Diggs doing Stephon Diggs things. You got Sherfield's first catch as a Buffalo Bill, his first 2 catches, I believe, at least. Starting to get those guys involved. Hardy getting a little more action. Like to see him get amped up a little bit. Couple things real quick before we move on to rattle the reads. I hated that 4th down call. I hated the shotgun. And then the first one was he was going to try and shoot it over the middle to Stephon Diggs. And then the other one was they shot it to the outside to Stephon Diggs. And I just think you could do that. What are they calling that cute play, the tush push? Like that, you could do that. The guy's a freak. I would have been happier if you would have gave it to Latavius and let him go at it. You know what I mean? Something like that. Instead of I don't know. I just think it was a little too cute. It didn't matter in the long run. But these are the kind of things that you cannot do this Sunday. You got to get every opportunity that you have and keep the ball. So
they tried to get the Commanders to jump off sides on the 4th and short before a field goal, and Dawson Knox actually came up under center and use him.
I would have been fine with that.
Push.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done the hard count like that. I would have saved that play for
this week.
Use it. Jesus.
Just a quick thing about the beautiful run game that we had. Our leading carrier was James Cook with 15, but Harris and Murray both had 5, and I think that's perfect for a number 2 and 3 running back.
Total yards, though, Josh was number 2, I'm guessing.
Yep, for 46. He had those 2 big ones.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, who said that? That was good. Somebody was talking about that one INT that Josh threw was basically a punt. And yep, here it is, Lou RQ. The interception was a punt. Leave it alone. Yep.
It happens.
Doug says all starts and ends with offensive and defensive lines definitely have shored things up in the last 2 games. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys are killing it in the comments. I'm sorry you're coming in so fast here. Rob says Dorsey and Cromer used misdirection and a moving pocket to perfection against the best front 4 in the NFL. Yes, sir.
And you got to keep in mind when they come up with an offensive scheme, it's not just Ken Dorsey. He's getting together with the running backs, the wide receiver coaches, the line coaches. That's why everything looks like it's so together. It looks like they're doing everything like it should be. And you got to give credit to Cromer, the offensive line coach, and Dorsey. And guys, remember, It's only, and I honestly do believe this. I heard it, I think, on WGR. I think this is the first time, and last week on Sunday Sessions, that Dorsey actually has full reign of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Full reign. So it's all coming together very nicely, but you still got to remember, full reign of the offense, it's only week 3. So those bad plays like that stupid draw play where he has to run 3 yards back and hand it to Cook, that's going to be out of there before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they are going to start using the Damian Harrises and the Latavius Murrays of the world for those short 4th and 1s. None of that. They'll get confidence. And it's still early, but it's a lot to be excited about for sure.
Hell yeah. Listen, guys, I say we put a little a nice little pin in this game here, and we file it away as a big win, a win that probably would have got a lot more attention had the Dolphins not played one of the worst teams in the NFL this last week. But glad, give them all the attention, dude. I don't think that they can handle it the way that we can handle it. So awesome. Real quick, we're at the halfway point of the show. We're going to do a little rattle them reads. That's right. You in the comments can play along, but every week I try. I think I've been pretty good for the last couple of weeks. I can't remember the last time. Yeah. So every week we do a little competition between these twin boys to see who is the most talented twin, who is the master of their domain. Sorry, I had to put that one in there.
You setting it up?
We have some statistical trivia. Well, it's not really trivia. It's a list. I got a list. This list, I have not concocted in my laboratory this week a bunch of cross-checked crazy stats. What I did this week, because I thought it was interesting, was I have a list of the top 10 leading rushing backs through week 3 in the NFL right near. And I want you boys to name them.
Ooh.
The top 3 running backs in the NFL through the first 3 weeks.
Well, the Dolphins are both running backs in there for the Dolphins.
They
Ashney and Mostert.
They are. It's a Chan now. It's not. It was a chain. It's a Chan.
Okay.
And I heard him explain it on WGR. Like, think of one Chan Gailey, a Chan. That's his name.
Just one.
Yes, just one Chan Gailey. Yeah, he decided to change his name after his big week rushing. So that's that. But yeah, he and Moser are both on this list. I don't think I can move this because I don't believe. Let's see.
James Cook is in front of them.
James Cook is number 3 on this list. Mozart is 6. Oh, okay. I can give you a Chan. He's 10. A Chan. Son of a bitch.
Apparently, Jared's not going to let me vote at all.
Apparently not. He gets really excited. You guys both do. You know, you go, ooh, I love trivia. I love guessing.
I love trivia. Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey is number 1 on this list.
Yep. Would you believe James Cook is top 5? I don't know where he is, but he's top 5. We have a top 5 running back.
I already said
in
it.
the first
He's number
3
3.
weeks. Oh,
yep.
Yeah, okay.
He's number 3. He was number 4 last week, I think, before Chubb, right when Chubb got hurt. He was number 4.
Yeah, I'm not going to go a Swift and Kelsey Kansas City relationship. I'm going Swift and Kelsey Philadelphia relationship.
He is number 2.
Yep.
You've just unlocked the top 3, my friend.
Now, I don't play fantasy football, so I'm not really on top of this.
Why don't you play fantasy football?
I don't like it when a kicker and defense beat me.
I don't like it when the rules happen.
Yeah, Bass. I had Bass in the Bills defense this week. Thank you. I swept everybody.
Yeah, he would have been so mad. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead, Jerry.
So I can't think of anybody right now.
Well, we were giving you all this time. What do we got?
Let's see.
What do we got in the comments? Anybody?
You pay attention to the draft, Jared? Who's the rookie running back that came out of Texas?
Yep. For the Atlanta Falcons there.
Yep. There you go.
Oh gosh, what was his name? Oh my gosh.
Bijan. Yeah, Bijan Robinson. There you
Robinson.
Go. Oh yeah. He is number 8. Excuse me.
Okay, Bijan, he's doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is doing good things? A running back that used to play for the Buffalo Bills. He actually did really
Zach
well
Moss.
last week. Zach Moss. He did
Zach
really well
Moss
last
is
week.
correct. He's number 9, and that makes me think that Scott is cheating. So there's everybody.
No, because it's fantasy football.
Uh-huh.
He had a lot of points
Cheating
last
ass.
week.
Look at you smirking, cheating ass. I can see it
Not
right in your
necessarily
face.
this week. I'm
Again.
not cheating.
Is
Look at
the
him,
other
he's cheating.
Robinson in there too? Brian Robinson from Washington?
No.
No. All right.
No, he is in there. Did you see your brother's face? He's like, I'm looking at it right now. I know. He is in there.
Yeah, did you look up?
Yeah, look up at the screen.
Yeah, you did. Let's see. He's
Kenneth
7.
Walker for the Seattle Seahawks.
Who?
Kenneth Walker.
Is this your like throw him off track guy? You only
No.
got 2 left. No, he's not on there.
I have
How many
him in
more do we
fantasy.
have
You
here?
have 2 more. You're looking for 4 and 5.
Is there a quarterback in there?
Nope. All running backs.
Uh,
Both NFC teams.
yeah, Cardinals running back.
James Conner.
Connor. Yep.
Yes,
can't
sir. He is number 4 behind James Cook. There's one
Both
more
N-
left.
Both NFC, you said.
NFC. Division?
East.
Oh,
Oh,
I'd
I was
see it
gonna
right now.
say,
Kevin Kanye with Pollard.
It is
Alexander Madison?
Pollard.
Pollard.
Oh.
Thanks, Kevin.
Nicely
cheated.
done. Nicely done. Well, you cheated the whole time. I mean, you guys are just cheating. I gotta stop doing this. Cheating asses.
Thanks, Sarah.
There's no way to prove it, but there's no, I don't cheat. It's all fantasy because I played against these players and I have a couple of them on my squad. Where's Alexander Madison in this group?
Let me check it out.
And the reason I asked quarterbacks is I know Lamar Jackson had a pretty good game last week.
He's probably 11.
This is great. This is great live streaming. So you guys got to talk while I'm doing this.
Yeah,
so I
right,
can
right.
Yeah,
Swank,
that's what I
any of you guys going to the game this Sunday? Scott had the opportunity to go.
Jared.
Should I share this?
So Swank is the one looking up information. You can't ask him the question. You know he's the one.
No, I
going to
didn't
the
ask
game.
him. I asked because
No.
Casey asked.
No,
And I said, is anybody going to this game?
I am.
Scott had the opportunity.
He
It's
had the
one of those
opportunity. He's
situations.
bailing.
It's one of those situations, guys. We're all about family on this page, and I have a dedication to my kid and his flag football, and I wasn't going to miss that for a football game. So that's why I did have an opportunity to go to this week's football game for a pretty low price. And I'm kicking myself in the ass, but my little man scored 3 touchdowns last week. He would be devastated if I went to a Bills game rather than go watch him play. So that's the decision that was made.
Heavy lies the crown. Heavy lies the crown. I can't find it right now, so
All right, don't worry about it.
we're gonna skip it.
All right.
That was Rattle the Reeds, and don't forget, we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network. Also sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. Payday's coming up. Give them all your money. It's a great time. It's an absolutely great time.
And the fact that Del Reed's coming on the show next week is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're celebrating that Buffalo Bills win.
You want some attention, Jerry? What do you want?
Yeah, if anybody wants one of these stickers, just let me know. I'll send it out to you for free. You can put it right on your car, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your ex-wife's forehead.
Oh,
Whatever.
I like it. Big boot, babyface bass right on your ex-wife's forehead. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, or ex-husband, whatever.
All right, guys. We are heading into a huge it's 8:43 right now, and I got to get out hard 9. No overtime. That's not even a joke. Sorry,
Right.
but I got to be out at a hard 9.
Fast.
It is my parents' 42nd anniversary, and as
Nice.
some of you may know, I'm crashing here because I am a teenager. No, we sold our house and we're building a new house, and that's hopefully getting wrapped up here in the next couple months. And anyway, we're celebrating their anniversary, so gotta be out.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and Pop. What are you drinking, Jerry? An empty can, I hear.
Lennon Klugel's Juicy Peach.
An
An empty can in here. I know I grabbed the wrong one.
Tink, tink.
So we are facing the Miami Dolphins at Highmark Stadium, one of the few remaining 1 o'clock games. That is right, peeps. We are not long for the 1 o'clock games. I will be in attendance. I am not going to see Scott's son play flag football. I will be at Highmark.
I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, let me know, dude. Shoot me. I got
There you go.
fantasy league for flag football. Local little kids. It's great. No, that's great. I'm glad you do that, man. Yeah, so God, they put 70 up. That's all everybody's talking about. Put 70 up against the Denver Broncos. What was Sean McDermott? He was referring to McDaniel as creating a revolutionary offense.
Revolutionary. Yes.
I know there's 2 factions right now. There's people that are like, we're doomed. And there's people that are like almost too confident. Right. And I'm not either one of those extremes, I don't think. But I will say their defense does not scare me in the least. And out of the 2 teams, we are the most well-rounded. The maturity level that one Josh Allen and Ken Dorsey have shown going into year 2 of this system specifically, and the parts and pieces, the advancement on the line, the run receiver depth, there is a lot more to me that we can do on the offensive side of the ball rather than what the Miami Dolphins can. And I mean being multidimensional as far as being able to play fast, but being able to play slow. And I think that's where Jerry was going with all this. So, Jerry, what do you think our offensive plan is going to look like heading into this Sunday?
I think it's got to be what the last 2 weeks are. Josh Allen's got to take what he can get, run when he can, but hand that ball off. Don't be afraid to let Murray run a couple times to wear that defensive out. Like you said, Swank, it doesn't scare me either. They've let up quite a bit of points. And then, Harris and then James Cook, let them run. But I think composure again by Josh Allen is what's going to be the successor. Again, we kicked a lot of field goals, missed opportunities to get 6 or 7 points on the board. I think that's going to change this week. We're at home. The Bills just have to be methodical, march down the field, keep that speed on the other offense off. And that's what I think is going to be the X factor is the time of possession that the Buffalo Bills have with how many plays they run.
Yeah, I think where this offense is going, they can run the ball. They can stretch time of possession. They have to be one of the top 5 teams in the league as far as time of possession goes, especially after the last 2 weeks, right? I mean, it's just been very methodical. But also, there have been times where they went down the field and they scored fairly quickly. And last week or last year, I meant, and rather like Josh's whole career in Buffalo, that has been the defense. And it's not like they have so many different parts to where they can't do that anymore, and maybe that is a part of their game that they haven't even really revealed yet this year, right? The Dolphins D is going to have to play them pretty honest. And if they need a quick score, I believe they can get it. But I'm with you, man. I want to see those long, methodical drives. I want to see them running it down their throat, eating up clock, keep 2 on the sideline. If that's their bread and butter, let's go. This is a game I do not want to defer the kickoff. I want the ball. I want the ball, and I want to control the game right off the get. Scooter, what do you got?
I agree 100%. It's a game where we can't get away from our own game. Everybody's worried about this Miami offense. The Miami Dolphins have to worry about our offense. I don't think we've even scratched the surface of what we could probably provide. It's not that we're keeping anything from any of these teams. It's just we haven't had to use it. We just saw the introduction of Hardy and Sherfield in the previous game, but it's not because they're hiding them. It's because they didn't need it yet. It's one of those situations where, like I said, we're scratching the surface. This offense has a lot of potential, and I think the run game is going to be a big part of it. It's Josh Allen just has to be smart, He can't let this excitement and knowing that's an AFC East rivalry that they have to win this one because you can't go 0-2 now in the AFC East. Just play the game that Ken Dorsey's providing for you because he is setting you up for success. And I think it's all coming together. So offense, just do your thing, score the points, the 7, not the 3 when it counts. And it has to happen that way.
I think that's a great point about Josh keeping his head and keeping his composure, staying in the game and staying in the plan, staying the course. Patriot.
I mean, Swank, he's playing at defensive tackle in what's Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Christian's my friend Josh. They're not friends. He's just saying that to keep the media at bay. Those guys hate each other.
Yeah.
This offensive line hates that defensive line because they get in their cheap shots. They get in their digs. It's going to be a very AFC East rivalry type game. It's going to be hyped, and there's going to be a lot of emotion. That's where Josh has to get his head on his shoulders and get everybody focused.
Absolutely. Mike V, do you think they held Waddle out of the game for him to be ready for us this week? I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in like that coaching staff when it comes to decisions like that, and I think we all saw that last year. So maybe I think he was probably tweaked. I think when you have wide receivers like him and Hill, if they don't feel like they can go, they're not going to go.
Right.
You know, so I really don't think it's strategic. Other than it's probably nice that he's going to have 2 weeks, 2 weeks on it, you know, instead of 1. But you know what's funny to me, because now we're switching sides of the ball right now, and that's fine. We'll go to their offense and our defense. Their offense, we've stopped this offense. We've stopped this offense like
it's
a
not
lot.
new. Right.
It's not new. Like maybe some of the play calling is a little different and whatever, but this is still a Mike McDaniel offense, and we were able to beat them twice last year. And the time that we lost was a heat stroke game. So I you know, say what you want about it. Tua was in that second game for an okay amount, right? Wasn't he? He started in that game. Did he get knocked out of that? He was in that game. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Now I'm starting to question myself because I remember. Yeah,
because the only opposite quarterback we've ever faced was Skylar Thompson in the playoffs.
Bridgewater though. Bridgewater was in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I think that was the Heat game where he got concussed, right?
Right.
And then he came back in. So I've heard a lot of really interesting stats about this. One of the things is like in referencing the sacks that we had this last Sunday. Great, awesome, amazing. All of those sacks came after 4 seconds. So think about that. Sam Howell held onto the ball for 4 seconds. Is Tua going to hold on to the ball for 4 seconds? You know, so mainly they recovered sacks.
The Bills beat Miami 32-29. Tua was in there through about 50%. Mostert had 136 rushing yards. Waddle had 114. So their offense was moving. Yeah. And the Bills still won.
Yeah. But they shut down Hill. And that's another thing to keep in mind. The Bills are no stranger to Tyreek Hill. The Bills have shut Tyreek Hill down or limited him in a lot of regular season games. I heard the stats on WGR today or yesterday. But through the regular season, they've done a very good job of containing him. And they didn't have some of the players that they have this year, right? They didn't have I don't think Tyreek Hill's ever faced a healthy Tre'Davious White, to be honest.
Right.
One of the questions, and I'm sure it's in the comments by now, Kyer Elam, he did a hell of a job shutting that wide receiving core down last year. I mean, blanketed them. Great numbers. Do we see him active this week, you think?
I think if you're going to see him active, if you see him active, it's this week. If you don't see him active this week, then you can basically hang up the cleats for him as a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I think he has to be on the roster this week, just in case.
Just in case, or does he get snaps, or what do you think? I mean, it is.
I think it's a just in case. I think Benford had some good coverage this past weekend. He did get beat once, but I think you got to feel it out, see what it's going to be. Just in case, you got to have somebody on the roster that can keep up, and if it's getting crazy, they might have to bring him in.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Where Tyreek is successful is beating that the two zone with man underneath. That's where he gets by those guys in the underneath routes, the slant routes, the crossing routes, and he just outruns the safety. That's just what he does. That's yards after catch. So you may see something along the lines of them not bringing a man to this defense and keeping their zone intact. You have Bernard and Milano dropping back in that zone where he's crossing. It may confuse up Tyreek Hill, and they may have to force him to the edge where the safeties will play a big role. So it's going to be hard. Are they going to man up on these guys, or are they going to play it safe and play zone and don't let those guys get behind you, Poyer and Hyde kind of situation?
I like that.
We got Adam saying, I agree, guys. He has to play. Lou asking why he's not in. Doug saying he's definitely the fastest corner. Paul asking, is this the week he's active? Lou says maybe he's been resting for Hill.
We will see.
3 weeks. Here's the issue, though. It's if they're going to play man, I know Trey White's pretty good at man, but I think Kyrie Elam has the edge. What happens? What happens if Tyreek Hill gets away from the corners early and often? Can you make that adjustment? And are you going to bring extra corners just in case you have to bench Elam and then have Benford play that zone? It's going to be hard. We'll know a lot come active inactives.
I don't think they'd go true man. I think it'd be a hybrid of some kind, right? Like a man zone kind of deal.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think that they could abandon something they're the top 2 defense in the league right now, you know, and
stick with what works.
Just to make sure everybody knows, and people will say this about the Bills offense too, and that's fine, but the Dolphins have not played a stout defense. People can say the Broncos or whatever. I don't believe in them. I don't. I mean, they haven't shown much of anything here. You know, the Commanders and them had a neck and neck game there with a Hail Mary and a failed 2-point conversion, and it was in the mid-30s as far as scoring goes. And look at what happened to Washington this week. You know, it's just
right.
I don't know. I don't think that the Dolphins, the Chargers, same thing. I don't think their defense is worth a damn either, and they kept up with them the whole game, scoring just as much. You know, it's it'll be interesting. It's definitely an elevation in play for the offensive side of the Dolphins to meet our defense, right? Like both of those are elevations, but the difference is it's an elevation in play for the Dolphins defense to meet the Bills, because aside from the Chargers, if you want to say that, they haven't met an offense like ours. I don't think they've played an offense like ours.
Yep.
Like we can hurt you in a lot of different ways. And if they sit to his ass on the bench next to Tyreek Hill for all of that time of possession all day on Sunday, you're going to see one happy drunk Swank at that game. I'll tell you that for sure. Like
I can't say I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. I mean, it makes me think of that. Do you guys remember that Colts Patriots game way back it was Brady Manning, and I think the Colts just had their number and they were just running the ball right down the Patriots' throat and bleeding clock and not letting Brady get on the field. I might actually have that switched. Was it the other way around? I don't know. It was one of their matchups, and it was just like painstaking. It was like 2 drives a quarter, you know. And it's awesome. They beat the hell out of them, and that was the way they got them, you know. But just interesting. One more quick thing about this, guys. I love all your comments and all this stuff. Sorry, I got distracted by Luz. Anyone else having a fireside chat tonight?
On here.
We got Robbie from 716. The way that the Patriots played the Dolphins, admittingly, they let them have everything. They let them get all the way down in the red zone, and then they like short up down there, right? What do you guys think about that? There's a lot of people saying we should play them the same way. What do you think?
That's
Scott?
what I was saying. That's how Frazier's defense was. Let them go, run plays. The more plays you're going to run, the higher chance that you'll make a mistake. And that's what the Bills defense has been doing for the last 10, 15 years. And now you just add McDermott's aggressiveness to it. So they already do that. I think it's a good idea. Let them make a mistake. And with our front four rushing in, there's going to be mistakes made.
Well, that's why you need to put 7 on the board instead of the field goals. Once you get inside the 30-yard line, the back of the end zone now becomes your defense for the over-the-top passes to Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and all those deep patterns. So you can use that for an advantage. So you can let them come in. Use that back of the end zone as part of your defense so they can't get over the top. That's advantage you. Make them kick field goals to your touchdowns.
See, I don't want that. I want them to play their game. And I think Sean McDermott's too aggressive to let them do that and to like kind of like, I don't know, just bend over to their will and let them do the thing they want to do to get close and then like gamble on the fact that you're going to shore up on that. I think that they should just go full throttle, play their game and get in his face, create turnovers, do what you can do what you've done the last couple seasons against them when you faced them. You know, I think Leslie Frazier's approach is like it worked, and they were a great defense. Sean McDermott's defense has a notable edge, has that little thing of aggression that everybody was talking about. You heard Rivera talking about it and all that stuff, like very aggressive, blah, blah, blah. The guy's so mild-mannered on the sideline, you're like, yeah, let's see. And then, holy, dude, like, I mean, this defense is flying around everywhere. And they are serious. Like this is a serious.
I mean, everyone's saying we have to play the Miami offense. We got to remember that Miami has to play our defense.
That's it.
You're right.
All right, folks. For my boy. Here we go, folks. We're in overtime. That's right. It's Patrick Hughes' favorite part of the show. It's overtime. We go over. And this is what happens. And I promised we were going to be done at 9. And look at me. We still got to do pick'ems. So let's fly through these pick'ems, boys.
We can cruise. We can
cruise. You got the record on hand over there, Jerry boy?
Yep. Scott's leading the way 14-7. Swank's 11-10. And I'm 10-11.
Nice. All right. Not too far away. Got to make up some ground here. Let's go with this game. Who wants to start?
Which one is it? New England?
The Bills.
Oh, yeah. Score prediction.
Might as well
Buffalo Bills win 31-24.
Do it all.
The Bills win 31-24. My bold prediction is James Cook is going to have more rushing yards in the Miami offense, and then the X factor is going to be the defense playing responsible football. Ooh. And like I said, with Epinez's interception, that was high IQ football that he did that with. And if they want to beat this high-powered offense, they have to play the responsibilities perfectly. And I think we'll be all set.
I like that. That's a very Jerry prediction where he just alludes to a bunch of things. And if one of those things happen, then he is correct. Yes.
There you go.
Casey, I've seen that you've asked a couple of times here. Sorry, we're kind of trying to run through this so I can get done and out. I don't know where I'm sitting. I know I'm in the hundreds and I'm in one of the end zones. My buddy Kyle's got seasons and he's bringing me along for my birthday. So
Josh's lap. Blue RQ says you're sitting in Josh's lap.
Yep. Hell yeah. I'll take that, dude. Anytime. No.
I'm going Bills 42-27. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I think the Bills' offense is the one that's going to put up the most points. I think our defense has the answer. My bold prediction, Josh Allen, 4+ touchdown passes. I think he's got it. I think he has to do it. X factor, Hoyer and Hyde. Don't let Tyreek and Waddle, if you're playing, get behind you. If anything, keep them all in front of you. Make sure you have the right angles for those tackles to keep those guys from making the big play. And what's left? The bold? I already did the bold.
Yeah, you're good. 42-27. Allen 4+ TDs and Micah and Jordan.
Let's remember the Miami Dolphins haven't played all 4 of our safeties and corners, and they have not played a McDermott-led defense yet either. So
they haven't played a Bernard yet either.
Nope.
Sons of bitches.
Saint Bernard.
All right. My prediction right here, right now, is 27-21. Buffalo Bills. I think that they stifle them. They get their TDs. But I agree. They have not faced this defense. They don't know what's up. I will allude to what I said earlier. I'm not Mr. like, oh my God, the Miami Dolphins, but I'm also not like, we're going to kill them. I think this is going to be a tough rivalry game. I think it's going to be a glorious, beautiful Sunday, and I can't wait to go to my first game in 2 years. But for me, my bold prediction is going to be on that offensive side, and you are going to see Mr. Stephon Diggs do Stephon Diggs things. He's going to go over 100, and he's going to have 1 TD for sure. Also, on the other side of things, for my X factor, it's going to be secondary play, man. Whoever that CB2 is, making sure that you have Waddle under control, Tre'Davious hanging with Hill. If they play zone, if they play man, I don't care if it's Kyer, I don't care if it's Benford, it doesn't matter to me. Whoever is on those guys, just stick with them, please.
Hang tight.
If you cover them enough to make Tua hold on to the ball, I know 4 guys that are licking their chops waiting to get there. And I've heard all these crazy theories about just rush like 2 or 3 guys and then drop another guy in coverage. Can't do that. They put up over 300 yards rushing between the 2 running backs last week. You can't. Play your game. Do your game. Do it the way that you do it. Somebody will get there. Hey, Milano got there last year. Epinesa got back there. You know, it can happen. Just because it hasn't happened a lot yet doesn't mean, again, they have not faced a defense like this. So my X factor is absolutely, specifically cornerback play, and I'll go into safety play as well. But yeah, should be a great day, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
All right, kiddos, we got some pick'ems to do, and we're going to run through these here. We got Patriots at Cowboys, 425 game in Dallas. What do you got, Scott?
I think Patriots have what it takes to beat the Cowboys. Cowboys are struggling. I love to see them go 2-0 and all of a sudden 0-2. Let's go Patriots.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I'm going Dallas for that one.
Can you just clip "Let's Go Patriots" with Scott saying it for me? I just want it. You can post it. I don't care. I just want it. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think Micah Parsons is not going to let Matt Jones do anything.
Not going to make Matt Jones hit him in the nuts. All right, got it.
No. Chiefs at Jets. Sunday Night Football.
I think the Jets have what it takes. No,
Please do it. Just do it.
Kansas City.
Casey.
Jets are falling apart.
Man, I got to make up some ground, but nope. Chiefs. That one's a wash right there, boys. All right, let's do a couple other here. There's a couple decent looking AFC games. I don't want to pick any more Browns games because that's like an automatic win for you guys if they win. So Bengals at Titans. That's kind of interesting. Where is Burrow? Is he coming back? You know, they got their first little fumble win. He feeling better? I don't know. What do you think, Jarrod?
I'm going to go Tennessee Titans on this one.
Yeah, where are they playing?
Tennessee.
I'll go home team. I'll go home team as well.
I'll go Bengals. Keep it spicy. Keep it interesting.
Spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Kevin's got the Titans. Rob's got the Bungles in the close one. Lou RQ, Burrow was done, couldn't do anything. Ooh, Mike V says Titans. That's what my gut said, but that's all right. Let's see here. Let's do a toilet bowl. Man, there isn't a lot. This one, you know what? It's AFC game. I don't know, man. I don't believe in them. So, Raiders at Chargers. Raiders. Didn't they just win?
Yeah. Or no, they lost to the Steelers, right?
Oh, they just lost the Steelers. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can't keep.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I can't keep these crappy teams.
I don't think the Raiders can keep up with the Chargers offense, even though the Chargers play Chargers football and they end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Chargers. They're playing at home. Something's gonna change.
They won last week, right? They did. Chargers did. Didn't they? Am I wrong?
I can't remember. They're 1-2 right now. They're 1-2 right now.
Yeah.
They're 1-2, so
I think they
win.
just won. Yeah.
They lost to the Titans by 3 last week.
They beat the Vikings last week.
Yes, they did. 28-24. Correct.
To who the Vikings? That's two high-powered offenses, supposedly. It's 28-24 that game was. And both their defenses are weak. You know what? Ugh. Give me the Raiders, dude. I swear I wouldn't pick the Chargers. See, I just did myself in again with the Browns thing because I said the Chargers screw me over week 1. I wasn't going to pick them again. All right, that's not the real toilet bowl. The real toilet bowl is Steelers at Texans.
Steelers. I got Steelers winning that one.
Steelers?
Yep.
What you got, Jerry?
Yeah, I got Steelers too.
I'll go Texans. Screw it. Let's go.
There you go.
Go, bud.
All right,
Got
guys.
6 games lined up.
Nice. All right, guys. 9:09. It was a good overtime. You know, we're going to do final thoughts, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. So, Jerry, hit us with your final thought.
You know, Buffalo Bills versus Miami. It doesn't get any better than this. They're coming up to Orchard Park to play our Buffalo Bills at Highmark, the Ralph Rich Stadium. It's going to be another high-powered, high-energy game. Swank, I'm jealous you're going to be there. The feels are just going to be crazy in that stadium, and I can't wait for you to experience that. It's like no other with that rivalry. Guys, this week's going to go slow leading up to that game, but when it gets here, cheer loud, let everybody hear you. You know, the game's not over until it reads 0-0. It's going to be a slugfest, so just have faith and believe in these Buffalo Bills. And I can't wait to come back Tuesday and talk about the game with our special guest, Mr. Del Reed.
Ooh,
Bills.
Ooh, Mr. Del Reed. Nicely done. Scooter Magooter.
Check out 247buffpandemonium.com. We got a whole bunch of articles from Rob Mullen and Bruce McCullough, the doctor. Guys, it's rivalry week. I wear this every time. This specific shirt with a standing buffalo. It's my favorite time. It brings me back to.
Can you tell me your ABCs backwards right now? What's going on with you?
ZYX. I'm just getting pumped. It's my favorite time of the year. It happens twice a year. Marino, Kelly, Bruce Armstrong, Bruce Smith. I mean, this is a game that I'm glad the Miami Dolphins are good because we need this in the AFC East. The NFL needs this. If we were flexing this time of year, that'd be a game that was flexed to the Sunday game instead of the Jets-Chiefs game. Be excited about it. And it's a huge week for the Buffalo Bills. You either go 2-2 and down 2 games in the AFC, or you're on top. Big week. Cheer loud and have fun. Drink like Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, nice. Well, kiddies, it sure has been a fun night, and thanks for being a part of it. Don't forget, we got Sunday sessions right before the game, an hour and a half before kickoff. I will not be on this Sunday. If you send me the link, maybe I'll try to pop on while I'm in the stadium, just quick or something. Send it to the group or whatever. But it will most likely just be Scooter and RT. So check in with them, get all your inactives, get up to date, get those last questions, comments, takes in. It's a great time. You know, damn, it feels good. It feels good. Like this feels like a throwback kind of week. Like I'm getting into it. I'm getting into that rivalry thing. I'm glad that they're relevant to the point where I want to beat them. I just want to beat them bad. And the part of this that a lot of people don't think of, I think, is that this was the Patriots for 20 years, and we don't even give a damn about the Patriots anymore. Like that's a sweet part of this deal, is that the Patriots are completely irrelevant. So enjoy that. That's a good time. And yeah, stoked for the game. If you're around, hit me up. We try to meet up or something. And you can check us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Buff Fan Base Network for 24/7 Buff Fandemoniums, the K-Gun Report, sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. Give them all your money. Man, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Tweeters, Threads, MySpace, X, you know, wherever you see it. Go to 247buffandemonium.com. Check out all the content there. We got some great writers. And go Bills, man.
Big week. Big week. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Fetch your bank. Try that and up, stay for a different kind of sing. When I college turn I made. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. I said, whoa, light that fuse and run. I said, whoa, I am my father's son. Let that fuse and run.